Good morning, everyone. My name is TJ Foreman. Now, imagine having a loved one that you care for so much, but you have to see them go through a painful experience with daily activities, deal with extreme health issues, and have their self-esteem lowered due to what they look like. Now, a huge epidemic throughout our nation today is obesity. Children of our generation today are expected to live a shorter life by 5 years than their parents due to obesity. These are years that they cannot take back. Now, obesity is calculated by a body mass index. Body mass index, also known as BMI, is used for all heights and weights, but is used to classify people as both overweight or obese. Body mass index is a height to weight ratio where you divide your weight in kilograms by your height in meters to determine your body mass index. And to be considered overweight, you have a body mass index of 25 to 29.9, where to be considered obese, you have a body mass index of above 30. And my first visual aid, it's the BMI chart, and it's classified into 4 categories where you are underweight, you're healthy, you're overweight, and obese, and it is classified by the different colors. Now, obesity today leads to poor health conditions and lifestyles. Obesity is linked to more than 60 chronic diseases today, which include cancer, diabetes, stroke, heart disease, and much more. Among the American population, 572,000 die of cancer each year, and among these cancer deaths, 1/3 is linked to obesity. 2/3 of adults with type 2 diabetes are also considered obese. If this trend continues today, by 2030, 51% of our population will be obese. 2/3 of adults today suffer from obesity, where 1/3 of children suffer from obesity, where 72% of older men ages 65 and older are considered obese, and 68% of older women ages 65 or above are considered overweight or obese. Obesity has an impact on our American health today. 20 years ago, no state had above a 15% obesity rate, where today there are 41 states who have an obesity rate of over 25%, and 4 states have an obesity rate over 35%. These are Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and West Virginia. Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, has a 21.7 obesity rate, and California, the state that which we live in, has a 25% obesity rate. And my second visual aid shows the population in 2013, which shows the obesity rates of the different states. Obesity also has an impact on our economy. In 2010, 20% of United States healthcare spending was due to overweight and obese patients. Annual health costs are estimated at $200 billion, where 21% of these costs are related to obesity. If this trend continues, health costs will increase $43 to $66 billion annually. On average, obese individuals spend approximately $2,741 more on health than healthy individuals. It also has an impact on children. Children are a huge problem for our upcoming obesity problem. Less than 15% of children grades 3 through 8 walk or bike to school compared to the 48% that did in 1969. 4% of elementary schools provide daily physical education. This excludes recess and lunch. 65% of adolescents do not get recommended amount of physical activity daily. People find a way to get out of activity, such as excuses. For some, PE class is all they can get in high school, but teachers do not push them. They can get by walking the mile, by sitting out of sports, and more. Obesity also has an impact on our workforce. Medical bills for obese individuals are 42% higher than a healthy individual. And to top it off, obese workers miss annually on average 450 million more days than the healthy working population. So how can we find a solution for all of this? So the solution I propose: you eat healthier foods, you exercise moderately, and you work up to daily exercise, and you promote healthy lifestyles. There are some objections, though, that the cost for healthier living is way more, and also the freedom of choice to let children and people eat what they want. But in the long term, these benefits will be much more positive than sticking to these unhealthy habits. So the visualization. By following solutions to help with obesity, it helps promote a better physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Even these solutions help with sleeping habits. More than barely a third of kids in grades 9 through 12 engage in physical activity, being sports teams, clubs, extracurricular activities, or any activity involving exercise. Imagine promoting these healthy lifestyles and helping the youth of this generation prepare themselves for a long-term routine to increase their health status, improve their self-esteem, and wanting to be more active. It is proven by the American Heart Association, people who exercise 2 to 4 times a week lower their risk of heart failure between 19 and 35%. For my uncle, the one that I talked about in the beginning, he consistently worked out 4 to 5 times a week and was on a diet to keep him on track for healthier foods. In July of 2017, he weighed 305 pounds, and to this day, he weighs 260 pounds, which is incredible to see him go through something like this. Sleep. Sleep helps tremendously with obesity. If you sleep on average 7 to 9 hours a night, your health problems will decrease. More sleep helps repair your heart and blood vessels, which prevents stroke, heart disease, and diabetes, which lead to obesity, or worsen it. Specific actions that we can take. Anyone can follow a solution to help stop or control obesity. People such as children, adolescents, adults, and senior citizens will benefit tremendously. You have many options to finding a solution. You search the internet, you sign up at a local gym, you contact your nutritionist, or you visit a doctor to get the right information, and much more. There are many ways to follow the solutions provided. You eat more vegetables, fruits, and nuts. You exercise moderately for 30 minutes a day and work up to exercising daily. Whether it's walking through your neighborhood, walking your dog, playing sports with your friends, anything is better than just sitting on the couch and watching TV. Avoid consumption of sugary and fatty foods as well. And for my third visual aid, on the left we have foods that you can see that benefit parts of the body, or benefits particular parts of the body, and on the right is people exercising. When can you start? The time to start is now. Right now, we can end this epidemic by making healthier decisions and choosing to be active. The big factor in having this succeed is trusting in yourself that what you are doing is making smart decisions and enjoying this healthy lifestyle you are choosing. Results may not be immediate, but trust in your efforts that you're doing the right thing, because in 2 to 3 weeks, the improvements will begin to show. So believing in yourself is a big factor, because the mental part of obesity is just half the battle. Thank you very much.